Do you want to unlock your strength and become unbreakable? It all starts with breathing, bracing, and posture. In today's video, I'll show you why these elements are the foundation of performance and injury prevention. And we'll wrap up with 4 drills you can start using today to get bracing like a champ. Let's get started. I'm Dr. Evan Schwint. First, let's talk about what makes strong abs. Spoiler, it's not just having a six-pack. Strong abs are about stability, not just aesthetics. Your core's job is to protect your spine, support your movements, and create a rock-solid foundation for heavy lifts. Now, intra-abdominal pressure, or IAP for short, is the pressure created when you engage your diaphragm, your abs, and your pelvic floor in harmony. Think of it like a pressurized canister. The more stable this system is, the better you'll squat, deadlift, and simply move overall. Now, let's talk about your breathing next. Your diaphragm isn't just for sucking in air. It's also a key player in bracing, along with your oblique muscles. Now, ideally, your diaphragm and obliques work in opposition to your pelvic floor, creating that canister-like effect we just talked about. Now, when you breathe well, your diaphragm contracts downward, your rib cage expands outward, and your pelvic floor provides that counter pressure. Dysfunction in any of these 3 can lead to issues like back pain, poor posture, and even decreased lifting power in the gym. So let's talk a bit more about what good posture is. Well, first off, good posture isn't about standing like a soldier. It's actually more about alignment. And good posture for you may be different than for me. Something we all want to avoid, though, is something called the open scissor position, where your rib cage flares up, your pelvis tilts forward, because this weakens the connection between your diaphragm and the pelvic floor. So a key tip for you, stack your rib cage over your pelvis for optimal alignment, staying away from this open scissor position in any of your lifts or movements. What's next? Well, bracing is what turns you into an unbreakable powerhouse. It's all about creating stability through IAP. Now, let's picture 2 athletes, Tiger Woods, Roger Federer. Both are athletes, obviously, and high level, but Federer's upright, symmetrical stance gives him efficiency and control, qualities you want when lifting heavy. On the flip side, poor bracing often ties back to imbalances, like Janda's upper and lower cross syndromes you may have heard before. Now, these patterns cause weak core engagement and over-reliance on the wrong muscles. But don't worry, we'll address this in today's drills. Now, one more thing before we dive into drills. Let's test your breathing. We're going to lie on your back, place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Now breathe. Is your chest rising more than your belly? If so, you're chest breathing, which is what we want to correct. Okay, the goal here is intentional belly region breathing. That's going to help you to engage the diaphragm, the obliques. It's going to set the stage for strong bracing. All right, so first drill that we're going to go through today is oblique breathing. For this, you're going to lay on your back, knees bent, feet on the ground. First off, we're going to be focusing on expanding our rib cage sideways. Place your hands on your lower ribs, inhale deeply, and feel them push out to the sides. This helps train your diaphragm to efficiently work with your core. Key points for oblique breathing here: lie on your back, focus on rib cage expansion, not belly going upwards and not your chest, and repeat for 10 deep, competent breaths, meaning that you know that you had the correct technique for each breath. Drill number 2, crocodile breathing. For this one, you're going to lay face down, rest your forehead on your hands, push your belly into the ground with your breath, which is going to force the rest of your body up. This is like resisted breathing to work on these oblique muscles. So just imagine you're seeing that crocodile with the belly expanding as they're laying face down. Our goal here is you're going to be doing 10 slow, competent breaths. So again, making sure that technique is sound, nice and slow, using the ground as your resistance to build the strength in your core as you breathe. time for drill number 3. Now we're building and expanding on that breathing that we just worked on. We're gonna be on our back, pushing our feet up against a wall. That's gonna help us activate our core while we're pushing our lower body to prepare us for our upcoming 4th exercise. So as the name implies, get into a 90-90 position. You're gonna push your legs into the wall. That's gonna activate through your core, and then continue to do that same oblique breathing. Keeping your low back on the ground the entire time. More force in the ground. Kind of imagine you're utilizing this if you're upright and squatting, lifting a heavy barbell. Same concept, the harder you push into the ground, the more it's gonna force you to activate your core and make it challenging to breathe through that. Here we're shooting for 8 to 10 competent breaths. All right, time for drill number 4, the dead bug. The dead bug is a very dynamic breathing exercise, making sure you can control your breath through various arm and leg movements. So for this one, you're gonna start on your back, bring your legs up together, arms up, and slowly you're gonna work to move opposite arm and leg. Now, while you're doing this, you wanna make sure that that low back stays flat on the ground. A common mistake is people arch to the lower back. So again, to show you, and slower is better. Start like so, left leg, right arm, stretching through, keep my low back down, come back up, alternate sides. When you do both sides, coming back to neutral, that equals 1 rep. We're gonna shoot for 8 to 10. Mastering breathing, bracing, and posture isn't just about lifting more weight. It's about moving better, feeling stronger, and staying injury-free. Start with these simple 4 drills, and you'll be well on your way to becoming unbreakable. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.